How has lockdown been for the debt centre?
Okay, so when lockdown began, because Christians Against Poverty, we go visit people for face-to-face visits, we totally had to stop that. And there was a bit of a delay in being able to help people as the head office staff were going back and forth with the FCA to be able to produce over the phone appointments that still fit in with the regulations. Across all of the debt help agencies, it is quiet at the moment. This could be because there's been different government schemes put in place, like those receiving some benefits had an additional amount, but also benefits did increase this year for the first time in several years. So I think that stopped people from calling up because they thought, okay, can actually manage a bit more now. And with people being furloughed, they're receiving something. However, we do believe it is the calm before the storm. I spoke to somebody who was furloughed during lockdown, and now that has stopped, they have called up for help. So we do expect to see more people reaching out for help with the amount that have lost their jobs. Families having benefit caps that they wouldn't have had if they were employed and receiving a lot of lower income than what they previously did. Probably 85% of our clients were going through insolvency, and that was kind of generally across the nation. That is, people went from doing debt repayment plans to being insolvent. It's hard to tell because I think the lockdown is going to change the demographics of clients slightly, and so it may be there's more debt repayments, but it really depends on people's situation now, how long it takes for them to reach out for help and how much debt they get into. If people know people who are starting to build up debt, but maybe it's not so big at the moment, we'd strongly encourage them to reach out for help sooner before the problem got worse, and then they could maybe pay off their debts rather than going insolvent as well. We can do video calls, or we can do over the phone appointments. The head office staff are continually reviewing the guidelines and providing up to date what we should do and what we shouldn't do. It's quite hard because they've got Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland all producing different guidelines at the moment. So they know for a time there might be some people who do face-to-face appointments, maybe from churches at first, and some doing over the phone. And then again, that's on a centre-to-centre basis, because there might be some centres where their debt centre manager or coaches have to shield for certain reasons, and then local lockdowns. So it's trying to adjust to the current climate, but still provide the support and the help that people need. Taking on another debt coach for our debt centre, so we'd be able to see more clients each month once he's trained. But at the moment, we're only taking on 2 clients a month. Next month, we're going to increase that to 3, and hopefully by November, be back up to 4. So we will be able to see more people. We have a lower capacity than what other debt help agencies do have, just because we do try to provide that holistic approach in seeing if we can meet any other needs that a client might have too, and provide the local support. And if we get fully booked here, there are other agencies that can help as well, and we can signpost people onto them.
So am I right to think you feel relatively positive looking forward?
Well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. It's positive that we are going to be needed, but then it's also not very good that we're going to be needed and be in such demand. So it's good that we can be there to help and provide the help to people, but the fact that the help is needed in the first place is quite sad. And just looking at the climate of what COVID-19 has brought and the recession that we're now in, it's quite concerning for families across the nation.
And what about funding? Are you as an organisation, are you strong enough at the moment?
Currently, we are strong enough for the next year or two. We're always looking ahead, and if anybody wanted to donate, they can donate to us as an organisation. Individually, we look for grants that we can apply for, but also individual donations, and also people donate monthly to us as an organisation, so that we have that knowledge of knowing that income's going to come in each month as well. So that's good. But yeah.
Have you got a good story for me?
So I'll do an insolvency client who's gone through the whole process during the pandemic, and she did the whole process over the phone, and she was debt free within 3 months, because we've got a new updated debt relief order process where instead of setting up a cap plan to save up for the insolvency fee, we can actually progress their case a lot quicker and see them debt free quicker if they have that debt relief order fee, which is a government fee, available to them, or can get it from a friend as a gift. So she was really friendly, really nice, and living at home with her parents, and she had gotten into some debt. That's why she was living at home with her parents, a single person, and she wanted to build her life up and start fresh again. So we managed to do the free phone call appointments with her, and she got all the paperwork she needed. We're using links, so she loads up her paperwork on the links, and she, after the budget appointment, she sent off her fee that she borrowed from her mum, and within another 2 weeks she was debt free. So it was between 2 and 3 months, which is the quickest we've seen anyone go debt free before. And she's then also referred us to someone else, just because it was such an efficient process for her. Our service is completely free. Any fees involved are government fees for bankruptcy or debt relief order applications, but our service is completely free for people.
So there's a free phone line to speak to you?
Yeah, so people can call 0800 328 0006 to be able to book an appointment with us to come, well, not come to see them, hopefully soon we can come see them, but to have phone call appointments at this time, which may change depending on when people are watching this video.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've heard in other organisations, they've made quite a point of there being a significant disadvantage if people can't get online. But with your service, they don't actually need to be able to get online. They just need a phone. They don't even need credit.
Just need a phone. I call them, so they don't need credit. And if they needed credit, we could provide credit for them at least once. And if they had the internet, they can upload documents, but we also do receive documents via post. So just a phone is available. But we also, over the phone, do talk about the role of a befriender. So if a client was on the phone, they really feel they needed that emotional support to help them through the process, we can then provide that support over the phone or video calls at this time. Yeah, we've got a good number of befrienders at the moment, so that's good. But as we expand, we will need more. So by the end of the year, we'll probably be like, anyone interested in helping? We're looking forward to Christmas. We are going to do hampers where people can say that they would like to create a hamper for a family, and there'll be like a list of items that they can get together. And we're also going to do sponsor a gift. So we're going to be asking the children of families who are in debt to write a wish list of items under £20, and then there'll be gifts that people can then choose to buy and donate to the children coming up to Christmas. So if anyone is interested in that, then they can email me, emilyhart@capuk.org.